Alrighty, hello bingo fans. Welcome to yet another Super Mario Odyssey bingo match. This is Short Single. I am Awesome Agron.
And I am Ty Shakela. You can call me Ty, also known as Rin.
Alrighty, how are you, Ty?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Excellent. So, yeah, I mean, you're kind of new to the bingo scene. How are you enjoying it so far?
It's pretty good. Learning some tricks and trades of doing this, so I'm having quite a good time.
Of course, absolutely. It's always good to see new people pick it up and also try commentating it. So glad to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course. So it looks like they'll be getting started in about a little bit. So in the meantime, just to explain a few things. This is short single, so they will be only going to lake or wooded, um, primarily. And they'll be looking for whatever the best line is to, achieve the fastest time and get a bingo first. So
Yeah, and it looks like from our past two matches today, a lot of people have been ending in late. So um, got to see some different clips and stuff. So hopefully we can see some other new things.
potentially, yeah. Well, let's just take a look at this board.
Yeah.
So the first thing I see is a 14 Cascade center. That's not exactly an ideal center for short, because ideally I feel like you wouldn't want to spend that much time in Cascade if you're forced to go to Lake or Wooded.
hmm
Maybe if you're able to end in Sand, I could see this being a possible play, but we're probably going to be avoiding all of the lines that go through the center on this card, I have a feeling.
Okay, I see. Okay. See, now you're teaching me stuff because yeah, I would have went for that because it's easy for me to do.
Another thing that's a little bit skeptical with short are these capture goals. So you see that 16 unique captures in the top right corner.
Yeah.
Probably going to want to avoid that because while that 16 unique captures looks innocent, it forces them to go to either just wooded and collect every single capture up until that point, or go to lake and wooded.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So that's not going to be looking too promising either.
So the best thing is to try to find the fastest way to finish in sand, or
Of course. Ideally, you're going to want to be able to finish as fast as possible with, the least amount of going out of your way. So if you can, stick to the sand any percent route, that's great. If you can end really early in wooded or lake, that's also pretty good. If you can also end with a short revisit to cap, that's also great. I'd say all three of those scenarios are really good for short.
gotcha.
I feel
Makes
like
sense.
anything else is bridging the possibility of taking too long. But there are some cards where you just don't have a choice, so we'll just have to see
Yeah,
what happens.
definitely.
Another thing on this card that potentially catches my eye is the 7 treasure chest goal. This doesn't seem too bad at first, until you realize that in order to get it, you would need to get either the Pyramid Moon in sand and then get all of the chests in the lake, or get all 4 of the ones in sand plus the 2 in deep woods. So, with that in
Okay.
mind, that definitely also potentially poses a problem.
That's crazy. Because row five is similar to what was done in our first stream today.
Right.
The only difference is Captain Toad.
And row 5 is still decent. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say it's a bad line, because there is a good bit of synergy there. I would say the revisit to cap is definitely a little bit unfortunate, but I'd say
Yeah.
overall it's still a reasonable line to go for here.
Yeah.
It's just you would need to know a few tricks to make it fast and really make it work, because obviously you'd want to do IP clip to enter the pyramid early so you can get that chest no problem, or you would also want to know how to do lake clips so that way you can get the 2 chests in the lake
Yep.
regards to that clip incredibly quickly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just gonna take too long, and it's probably not gonna be the line you want to go for.
I'm honestly trying to look at to see what I have done on this board, and I still haven't quite found anything yet.
Right, of course. I was actually about to ask you, what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, knowing me, I would probably do row 5, and the only reason I would do that is because I'm familiar. I'm familiar with the 7 chests. I'm familiar with the Jaxie, and the revisit would be quicker for me to do than trying to do clips because I don't do clips. So
Right. That's also the other thing to keep in mind when you're playing and speculating about routes and stuff. You gotta do what you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable with it, if it's theoretically fast, it's not gonna matter if you can't pull it off.
right.
So
Yep.
that's definitely something else to keep in mind. This card is definitely kind of intense. There's a lot of things that just automatically make the card difficult to work around. You got that 6 screens cap goal in column 1. You have the 7 chests in C2. You have the 14 cascade in the center, and then you also have the 16 unique captures in the top right. I feel like all 4 of those goals are going to present issues to our players.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's almost like just pick your poison and run with it, right?
Right.
Because even the lines that don't have that potential problem also run into issues with high regional goals with not too much synergy, which can also pose a problem in short. So there's definitely a lot to think about here. And I think, regardless of the chess problem, I think I'm looking at C2 being the best option on this card. And my reasoning for that is because 4 unique life up hearts isn't going to take too much effort to get, which is good. You know, you got the 1 in cap, you could get the 1 in cascade. You're going to be going into the pyramid, so you're definitely going to get that one. The one at the start of Sam with slots isn't too bad either, and because you're going to Lake to get the 10 regionals and also the chest, there's also the one at the top of the dome that's also more than reasonable to collect. So, I have to say, I think C2 is going to be the player's best option here.
Okay.
But now let's actually see what they're potentially thinking.
Yeah.
So, Mario Man is actually immediately leaving Cascade.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure how I feel about that. That definitely sticks to my guns with what, you know, I would do on this card, assuming he got the chest. I didn't see if he got the chest or not.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But if he got the chest, we could be seeing C2 or row 5.
Looks like Triscuit's getting the chest.
Triscuit is getting the chest, but it looks like it's only because he's working towards the 14 Cascade. And, you know, I know what I said about it. You know, it's not too great of an idea because you want to try and get out of Cascade as fast as you can on these cards for the most part. But with it being in the center, it's going to influence your decision a lot more than if it were on, like, say, just a normal line. You know, it would also influence equally if it was on, like, say, a corner or a diagonal, so...
Right.
With all that being considered, Triscuit might be having trouble choosing a line that doesn't have it, so he's just kind of taking it as is and just doing it because he might not see too many other options. So, Mario Man's collecting some coins via the Luigi art. Immediately purchasing a sticker? A hat, okay. He actually wouldn't have enough for a sticker, so I'm glad he's purchasing the hat. If he was purchasing the sticker, that would be 10 regional coins in the larger kingdoms. Something that might not be super known to him, as, you know, he did just recently start playing Bingo, so definitely could have been a mistake there, but thankfully he's purchasing a hat. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So...
I think
Purchase
he's
a
going for
hat.
the 3 hats. Yeah, I think he's.
It's either the 3 hats or the 2 hats. I didn't see him
Mhm.
collect any 8-bits in Cascade,
I did not either.
which is going to pose a problem if he's going for either row 2 or C5, because there really are not too many 8-bits if you decide to leave Cascade early. You have the 2 in Sand, and then there's 1 in Lake and Wooded, respectively. So
Right.
it might come to the fact that they might have to revisit if they left Cascade early without said things.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Triscuit is also going for the 14 that we said before. He's
Okay.
done
Oh,
so
okay.
for that. Yeah.
Okay, according to chat, they got both the life up and the 8-bit in Cascade. So.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
Good then. Yeah. And he's doing another 8-bit here in Sand as well. Mario Man is. And we got Triscuit leaving Cascade with 14 in tow.
So Triscuit gonna be marking off that 14 Cascade.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
wonder
also
if
the other problem that I kind of encountered while looking at this card. I don't really see any lines of too much interest with that 14 Cascade. It's such a problem to begin with already, and then already the lines that you do with it just aren't really that great in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I'm
the only thing I
interested
could
to
possibly
see.
see is the only one I could possibly see is the TLBR. I mean, you would end in Lake, but there's 2 of them in Sand, I think.
I
Might be wrong.
suppose. Yeah, they'll go to Lake, they'll get their 10 moons, then they'll go back through the painting, get
Thanks.
their path to Toast Arena. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. It's not great, but I
Yeah.
really don't
Yeah.
see much else that they could go for here.
Yeah, because I mean, if they go the opposite way, diagonally, I mean, that could take a while because there's the thing of going to Wooded for those 16 unique captures apiece.
I see.
Um, yeah.
Anyways, Mario Man collecting moon shards in the sand for some reason. I guess could be doing Showdown, doesn't know inverted pyramid clip.
Yeah.
That could potentially pose some problems with potential time loss.
Yeah.
So, does that pretty much confirm that they're doing C4? Probably. If that's true, how many regionals did Mario Man leave Cascade with? Because that's going to be important moving forward for that 125 total. I unfortunately did not see the number that Mario Man left with.
I did not either.
So if this is C4, we're definitely going to need Mario Man to pull up his regional list at the very end here. Yeah, anyways, Mario Man rolling straight into the pyramid.
Yep. Looks like Triscuit's falling at 80% route for moons at the moment.
Very clean Jaxie skip from Triscuit. Not off. It was quite an issue with commentating.
Question, is he gonna go for Jackson?
He is literally on the edge. What is that?
Oh.
Oh man, that was funny. Probably painful for Jaxie.
Yeah.
Having a little bit of issues collecting the mound purples as well. Yeah, lots of interesting stuff. Getting damaged by the cactus too, what is happening?
Maybe his controller is just having a bad day.
Yep, always, always blame your controller. That's always the solution, right? Anyways, Mario Man gonna grab this bullet bill to blow up the block to collect this life up.
Okay.
And they are warping out the pyramid. So they are
Alright.
not doing C4.
Okay.
So row 2 is definitely confirmed at this point.
Yeah, definitely
Mario
row
Man
2.
has marked his 8-bits, he's marked his life of hearts, and he's now going back to cap. Oh, I see what's going on here. So now that Mario Man has kind of set the stage, all he really needs to do is just buy his sticker, and I believe one more hat, and collect 6 Moons cap to finish up here. This definitely looks like Mario Man Game 1.
Yeah. Got Triscuit here.
Which is interesting, because I really didn't see row 2 as being that strong here. But, you know what? You know what, man? I kinda see it now, I'm convinced.
Looks like
Good plays, good
Triscuit's buying
plays.
a sticker.
Yeah, so now Triscuit is on a timer to finish here. I still don't know what line he's even going for. So, this is definitely Mario Man's game.
Let's see.
Because now all Mario Man needs to do is just get these 6 moons. Alright,
Yeah.
now we have confirmed that Triscuit is going for C3.
C3.
Yeah, that is definitely in Mario Man's favor.
Yeah.
Triscuit is not even out of sand yet, and he would need to get Peace and Lake for that puzzle room.
Yeah.
How many Jaxie stands has Triscuit called from? 2? 3?
I believe.
I think
it's
2. I think I saw 2. So,
Yeah.
at this point, this is definitely Mario Man's game to win. I don't see how Triscuit can come back from this. It is all up to Mario Man to decide how this match happens at this point. There's really not much Triscuit can do to really save this. So, push block Peril. Not exactly my first choice for a sub-area, but, you know, you just do what you're comfortable with.
Right.
Get it done. Ideally, you do at least one sub-area for 6 Moons cap, so...
Okay. I think he's almost at 4. He might be at 4. Yep, he's at 4.
Right, that was apparently the 4th stand, so...
Yep.
There's that. Mario Man opting to go into yet another sub-area. Maybe just doesn't quite know where the other moons are in cap besides the sub-areas. That's always a possibility. Again, going back to what you're comfortable with, this also applies to your knowledge of the game as well. Alright. Triscuit finishing up on sand here with his sub-areas. Looks like he's gonna do Bullet Bill and Moai.
I don't know. This might be very close.
Like classic combo. I'm still pretty certain Mario Man has this. Because it's not going to be a fast lake visit for Triscuit. Although Mario Man is being very careful getting up to this moon.
Yeah.
So, that was definitely some interesting platforming. Even using the Paragoomba to get up to one of the platforms. That was very interesting, have to say. So Mario Man is 4 moons. Still needs to buy the rest of their hats. And their sticker. Which they're likely doing now. They still need about 12 more regionals if they expect to, get a sticker and a hat with regionals, so... Looks like they're just trying to find the regionals now. There's some in that box. There's some behind those pegs. There's some behind another peg. So there's definitely more than enough easy regionals to collect in Gap, so... Triscuit is now making their way to Lake Kingdom, though, but I have a feeling it's still way too late. because fighting Rango and getting the puzzle room is going to be at least a 2.5-minute investment.
Yeah.
By that point, I have a feeling Mario Man is going to be done for sure.
I think that was his third hat, and there was his sticker.
Was that not... Okay, yeah, okay, it was the third hat. Good.
Yeah, that was the third
And
hat.
yeah, last moon, just this timer challenge.
Yeah.
And that will be game 1 for Mario Man. GG's, very well played. I did not expect Turo 2 to come out on top here. Gonna be honest.
Yeah. So you have to beat the boss in Lake in order to get the one that Triscuit is going for? Is that...
Yeah, in order to get the puzzle room moon in a lake, you do need to beat Rango, because it's blocked off by ice if you don't. That is Mario Man done. GG's Mario Man winning game 1. But Triscuit was not too far behind.
Yeah.
Probably about like a minute and a half behind overall. So still a reasonably close game 1.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I think there was a lot of trying to figure out what he could do. Triscuit, trying to figure out what he could do.
Yeah, again, I think overall the downfall here was just locking himself into a line with 14 Cascade. I didn't see any of those as being potential winners.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's just how it happens sometimes. Gonna get this puzzle room done, and then we'll move on to game 2.
Yeah. Is there a clip to get in early? Do you mean to the puzzle room, IDK?
The puzzle room? Not that I know of. I don't think the loading zone even exists before beating Rango.
Welcome to the stream, Aaron, the winner. I think you were here earlier.
So even if a clip was found, I don't think the loading zone exists. So.
Ah.
Alright. Well, I guess they'll start getting ready for game 2 now.
Yeah. You was thinking R2, but changed your mind? See Triscuit, okay.
Yeah, Row 2 was better than I thought it was going to be. Gonna be honest.
Yeah, I didn't actually see Row 2 at all for me. So.
I still thought C2 was gonna be the best play here.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just because I'm more comfortable with the advanced tricks and clips that make that route fast.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Which, again, goes back to the how comfortable are you factor. Doesn't necessarily have to be the most theoretical fast line, it's just the line that you can complete the fastest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
oh, yeah, C2 is very bad if you can't do either IP clip or lake clip.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, those 7 chests definitely ruin C2 for those that just can't perform those tricks.
Yeah, because I'm thinking to myself now, I don't really, off the top of my head, what I'm comfortable with, I don't even think I could get 7. I think I could probably get like 3 off the top of my head that I know of.
Well, remember, there's the one in Cascade.
Mm-hmm.
There's the 4 in Sand, 2 of which require you to do story for. One is in the Pyramid, one is underground after you beat Harriet, and then the other 2 are Sphinx and Jaxi Ruins. Then from there in Lake, there's the 3. There's the 2 that you get with Lake Clip, and then there's the one in the sub area, Jump, Grab, Clink, and Climb, or for short, JGCC.
Yeah, see, I was unaware of the ones in Lake. The 4 in Sand I could get, but it would take me a while because I would have to go through the story. So,
Exactly.
yeah. I look at Triscuit showing off how to get up there to one of them.
See, I don't think 7 chests is particularly awful in short. There are definitely worse goals that you can go for in short, but it definitely requires knowledge of those tricks to make it good.
Yeah, definitely.
Because without knowledge of how to do IP clip or late clip, it's just not going to work out for you. It's just too much.
Oof, oof, oof. Mm. Oh boy. This board is eh.
Alright. Looks like we're getting game 2 underway. They should be starting any second now.
Okay. I see 2 that I could possibly pull off.
Alright, and they are now starting up game 2. Let's take a look at this card. Alright, okay. 12 Lake in the center. That doesn't look super promising.
Right, yeah. That's kind of why I was like, oh, I don't know. If I really
So,
like this, really like that in the middle. But for me personally, I could probably pull off row 5, and I could pull off column 5.
C5's looking really nice, actually.
I could
Because
pull that off. It might take
if
a
you
moment.
get 30 regionals in your first visit of Cascade, all you really need to do is just a ton of sand, and then just work your way back to Cascade. So that's not too bad, actually.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else is decent here? You definitely want to avoid anything that involves 20 unique captures or 55 moons total. Don't even bother.
Yeah.
Too many moons, too many captures, so that
Yeah.
immediately axes out, like, the whole left side of the board.
Mm-hmm.
So, that doesn't leave too much left, to be honest. Huh. Wow. Alright.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't leave too much, yeah. I mean, column 3 could be okay, but you have to be really fast, I assume. But then there's that 12 moves in Lake. And then there's
I
going
would
back,
not be column 3. Absolutely
to
not.
Cap.
That's
Yeah.
way too much going on, and 125 regionals on top of all of those moons. Column 3 is an absolute no-no as far as I'm concerned.
So maybe I'm misunderstanding the 125. Is that together or is that in one place?
Yeah,
For
the
the
125 total regionals is a total number of regional coins that you would need to collect throughout your game.
Okay. So you could collect, different levels, and as long as it equals 125.
Yeah, exactly. For example,
Okay.
40 Cascade, 45 Sand, 40 Cap, that would put you at 125.
Yeah. That
But
actually would be bad. Yeah.
I really don't see that being an option with C3 because there's just way too much going on in C3.
Yeah. Let's see what chat has to say. DLBR is possible?
TLBR?
Yeah.
TLBR. that goes to both lake and wooded, which I don't recommend. Remember, this is short, so ideally you're only going to one of those or back to cap.
Yeah.
So I'm still really liking C5 here. I honestly think that is by far the best play for this card.
Yeah, I could, if I was playing this, I could see myself pulling that off.
5 chess is going to force you to beat Harriet and, get a little bit of story progression, but I don't see that being too big of an issue here. Because every single other goal on that line is just incredibly easy, not too much in the way. The only other thing that you need to spend time doing is collecting 30 regionals and Cascade for your other 2 souvenirs.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's not going to be time-consuming whatsoever. MarioMan having a little bit of trouble getting up to the dinosaur.
Yeah, you could, I guess, go to Lake for chess, but I mean, you would need to know those clips, wouldn't you? To do the chest and Lake, so...
Right. I mean, you wouldn't have to, but you would definitely be spending significantly more time if you did not perform the clip.
Yeah. I mean, I think the best logical thing would be to get the 1 in Cascade and the 4 in Sand, since you have to be in Sand for the regionals anyway, and the 20 moons, so...
Yeah, MarioMan is having a rough time in this early stage of the game right now.
Yeah.
Causing some issues, climbing up to the dino causing some issues. Yeah, that definitely wasn't pretty. Normally, in like a normal triple setting, I would say Cap and Cascade are almost completely irrelevant to, your general game. But in short, since there's so much less ground covered, those mistakes at the start could add up to potentially cause a downward spiral for your game.
Yeah.
Especially since it's single, so it generally is going to require less routing intuition. Oh, Triscuit spin throwing. I thought he almost globed there on accident. That would have been
no.
That would have been kind of devastating.
Yeah. Well, we see Triscuit is getting some regionals.
Triscuit also immediately going for the chess.
That's 2.
Flip. It looks like he got it. Excellent. Very good. Very clean.
Yeah, I think he's going for the 20 regionals.
Or like I said, it could be a similar play to C5, which I still believe to be the best line on this card.
Yeah.
MarioMan opting to leave Cascade immediately. I don't think he collected anything. Might have gotten the chest. Didn't quite see it. But... leaving
he did get the chest. Yep, he did.
Okay.
Yep.
Triscuit right behind him, though. So, they both grabbed the chest. Triscuit grabbed the regionals. Is not marking the square. So
yeah, he did not mark it.
C5 is looking incredibly likely.
Yeah.
I still have no idea what MarioMan could be doing, but it must be something involving chess.
Yeah, MarioMan and Sand.
Also, I never mentioned this during Game 1, but MarioMan is losing a good bit of time playing in English over Triscuit, who is playing in Chinese. Chinese, if people do not know, is the optimal language to play SMO in. Because there's less characters for each text box.
Did not know that.
So the only advantage you have playing in English is if you really want to read the Sphinx questions, but you should probably know what the answers are ahead of time. So, realistically, you gain no advantage playing in English.
Looks like Mario Man is gonna get a slot. 1 moon from slot.
Right. So, it looks like row 5? It looks like row 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
So, I think row 5 is pretty much guaranteed for Mario Man, and C5 is pretty much guaranteed for Triscuit.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, based off of what I've already explained from both of these routes, I definitely think C5 is way superior to row 5. So this gives Triscuit a huge advantage at the start of game 2.
Yeah.
But again, it will come down to execution, primarily. The route can be theoretically better, but it's all up to the player still.
Oh, yeah, Triscuit's got 2 checkpoints so far.
Attempting the Dram strat. That
Mhm.
looks good. Did he get it? Oh, not quite.
No, yeah.
Yeah, Dram is one of those tricks where it's like, it's not gonna waste too much time going for it, and if you get it, you'll save 5. If you don't get it, you usually lose 5, so... It's a pretty equal risk-reward strat. So, there's really... Ooh, taking a little bit of an unfortunate fall here while trying to get up to atop the highest tower.
Yep.
I assume they are doing that because they are not comfortable with IP clip.
Yeah.
We will likely see moon shards in the sand as well. Doing a little bit of the 8-bit shortcut, unfortunately still having to wait for the platforms as they did not quite line up for Triscuit. But better to play it safe than falling down again. So...
Looks like he's
respectable play.
getting some regional coins too, Mario Man.
That would make sense, as 30 regional sand is in row 5.
Yep. Oh, I'm just now seeing that. There's 2 regional... Oh, wow, okay.
My biggest problem with row 5 is the very pointless revisit to cap.
Yeah.
Row 5 would actually be really good if it weren't for that 4 moons cap. Because at that point, you just any percent sand while collecting some regionals, and then you just go straight into deep woods.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, I would say any percent, but you still have to get 5 chests. However, old any percent has 2 chests on that route. Which means the only thing you would need to do is collect both of the chests in deep woods. It does require the outfit in wooded, but there's 15 regionals at the front of the kingdom, non-issue, so you could definitely still do that. And that would be faster than going into the pyramid, more than likely. But, again, because 4 moons cap is a thing, it's gonna pose an issue. Triscuit collecting these shards pretty quickly, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good
Very
stuff.
quickly. Yeah.
Pretty good stuff.
And there's another chest from Mario Man.
Absolutely. The down throw roll cancel. Alright, we get it. You're playing with Joy-Cons. Mario Man is taking Jaxi for a tour around the pyramid. I have no idea why. Oh, because he's getting these regionals. That's why. Why didn't he just take a more direct line? I have no idea. There was literally no reason to go around the pyramid like that.
Maybe he was having a moment trying to figure it out.
Yeah, you know, just take the scenic route while trying to think about what your next move is. I suppose. Gonna collect the coin stack in here. Not entirely sure why. He doesn't need coins for anything in this route. Maybe for planning a purchase in cap? 1 moon. But I feel like he would have had 100 coins by that point. I don't know.
Yeah.
Collecting the purple coins. That makes sense. He only needs 30.
Oh,
Wait, he only needs 30.
I think he's going to 40. Maybe he's having a change of heart.
Why would he be collecting more than 30, though, if the goal only requires 30?
Oh, yeah. I think he's going for 40.
But
I
why
think
would he be
he.
going for 40?
I guess maybe he's having a change of heart and going for
Oh,
5.
you're saying he's changing his line completely.
Yeah, I honestly
I
think he
feel
is.
like it's too late for that.
It is too late for that, but I promise you, he's probably changing it to column 5.
That's the only thing that makes sense at this point.
Huh. That's a big change, and we're 14 minutes in. You know, that's a.
Yeah, that's a very big change. I feel like in short, once you left Cascade, you need to have your route. Like, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes in Triple, there's some cards where you can still change your route while you're doing Sand Kingdom, but in short, absolutely not. I feel like at this point, by not committing, he's just, throwing away any chance of still being able to get a W.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Anything can happen.
Yeah, you're right. Triscuit hasn't put anything on the board yet. So.
Anything can happen. When I mean anything, Triscuit could, like, fall off the pyramid before he goes to fight Harriet.
Yeah.
And then somehow hit another checkpoint, resetting his spawn point. I don't know how that would happen, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just putting that out there. Anything can happen.
Alright, got the Music Moon here for Mario Man.
Maybe they listened to the restream commentary. Yep, because that's totally the play. So, I guess another option with C5 is not getting all of your chests in sand, and then I guess going to Lake.
Yeah.
I suppose that's an option. I don't think it's a very good option, but you could do that.
Buying the souvenirs and buying a moon here for Mario Man, and we got Triscuit and Harriet.
Actually, maybe that is the better play than doing the story. Maybe. I don't know. Either way,
Yeah.
I still think, changing the route at this point is not exactly play here. It definitely looks like Triscuit has this for sure.
No, Mario Man's almost at 20.
Yeah, but Triscuit just beat Harriet. Meaning they don't have too much left. Because remember, they did get the 30 regionals in Cascade. So as soon as they're done with Sand, they just need to go to Cascade and purchase their other 2 souvenirs, and that's game.
Wait.
What?
Are you? Wait. So Triscuit is doing.
I think Triscuit's doing C5. He hasn't marked anything, but
Okay.
I'm pretty certain Triscuit's doing C5.
Okay, maybe that's why it's confusing. Because I'm like.
Well, yeah, it definitely
Yeah.
Man has the lead here, but
Yeah,
he doesn't have enough chests, and he needs to collect regionals in Lake. I'm assuming that's where he's going. Yep. So, They need 2 more chests and 30 regionals,
Yeah.
which is going to take some time. Although, it's definitely going to be closer than I could expect, especially with a line change from Mario Man. But again, what Triscuit needs to do here is just finish up Sand and then go back to Cascade. Mario Man has to start fresh with 30 more regionals and 2 chests. And I don't know if he knows Lake Clip. So if he doesn't know Lake Clip, there is no chance.
Think Triscuit's getting the 5 checkpoints.
Yep.
Well,
So he just got his last checkpoint, presumably, and now his last moon is going to be in the underground for his 5th chest.
yeah.
Well played, well played. Doing a triple jump into it. That was unnecessary. But I guess it was stylish, so good on collecting some style points, even if it was a little bit slow.
Yeah.
Alright, and here comes Triscuit's last chest. And there's his 40 regionals as well. It's all
Yeah.
coming together. He's starting to mark off some stuff. Saving
Oh my goodness.
saving himself from dying from the bullet bill.
That was a big save.
Very much so. He would have spawned right next to, where he, started getting the bullet bill, but, still a little bit of time saved, so that's good, that's good. Triscuit now completely done with his sand ventures. All he needs to do is just dump his moons into the Odyssey and go straight to Cascade.
Mm-hmm.
He will need to listen to Cappy being like, would you like to progress to Lake or Wooded? And then select on one of them, and then he'll have to have the brain power and, intuition to not click Lake or Wooded. That could potentially cause a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely looks like Triscuit has this. Yep, back in Cascade.
Mm-hmm.
And he just needs to purchase those 2 souvenirs, and that'll be game.
Yeah.
Mario Man taking a def in JGCC too, just to finalize things. We will be having a game 3.
Yes, we will. First one today.
First one today.
Yep.
And this might be the first game 3 of the tournament, because the match yesterday didn't have a game 3 either.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Alright, that is game. GG's to Triscuit. Well done.
Yeah. Well done.
Score is now 1-1. Respectable time of 21:11. Good finish.
Yeah, that was it could have been Mario Man's game if he would have started with column 5 first. I mean, that's what it seems like it came down to.
It definitely seems to be that way. However, remember, Triscuit did do the story, so his sand was overall a little bit slower, but again, having to do literally nothing once he was done with sand,
Yeah.
I still believe that was the play, so good on him for recognizing it.
Yeah.
But there was definitely merit for going to Lake for C5 as well, if you knew how to do Lake Clip.
Yeah.
Because, as people in chat pointed out, doing the story is a little bit slow, so getting 20 moons without it would have definitely sped up the process significantly. Mario Man just kind of struggling with this sub-area at this point. But still wants to finish up, so I can respect that.
Totally respect that too.
Yeah, this is definitely a tougher sub-area if you don't realistically know the physics behind full hour reset with your cap. Like, Mario Man's not gonna have a cap bounce here, so he's gonna have to do this the intended way. So watch him slowly climb up on the little yellow ledge, shimmying across. Wait for it to go down, and then let it rise back up. I haven't seen that sub-area done the intended way in so long. And I believe he still needs one more chest? No, okay, so he has his chest, he just needs to go to the shop and get the souvenirs.
Yeah.
He needs 7 more regionals to afford the souvenirs. Which it looks like he can get right here. He's gonna have the 4 here, and then there's also 3 in the dome. So...
And there's 3 on top of the thing, too.
Looks like Triscuit's just practicing Rocky Rumble here.
Yep. Oh, almost.
Oh, barely. Alright. Well, it works. Definitely could use a little bit of work on the vectors, but hey, it made it.
Yeah.
Alright, and that should be done for Mario Man.
Yeah. GG for finishing.
And now we will get set up for Game 3.
I'll be right back.
Sure. Why does it say winner for Triscuit? Because whenever I mark .done for whoever finished that game first, it will say winner. But the more important thing for best of 3 is whoever gets 2 moons filled in first. Rigged. I'll actually be right back myself. I'm gonna get some water. Alright, it looks like Game 3 will be starting any moment now. Any moment now. So how many of you all in chat are on Team Triscuit? How many of you all in chat are on Team Mario Man?
I am back.
Welcome back, welcome back. Seems like
I'm not liking this board. I'm not seeing anything on this one.
we'll see. 4 Moons from 8-Bit is not exactly an ideal center.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was asking chat, whose side are they on? Are they on Team Triscuit or are they on Team Mario Man? I mean, Mario Man's name is Mario Man, so that's more than enough reason for Mario Man to get the W, right?
Exactly.
However, Triscuit is a delicious cracker, so I feel like that's also more than enough reason to be on Team Triscuit.
Yeah, these guys are both playing really, really well.
Absolutely.
It's all gonna
There's
go down to
definitely,
who gets the best route. Yeah.
there's definitely merit for both players to get the W here. First game 3 of the tournament too, so no pressure.
Oh
So,
man.
anyways, let's take a closer look at this card. So, 4 Moons from 8-Bit Center, that is definitely not what you want to see. So that's going to require them to do both of the 8-Bits in Cascade and both of the 8-Bits in Sand if they expect to get any kind of early finish.
Yeah.
However, it doesn't really look like the board's going to allow that. It looks like pretty much every line with the 4 Moons from 8-Bits is going to lead to Lake, with the exception of row 3. Also, I mean, C3 goes to Wooded, but same thing.
But is getting the 100 total regional coins more?
Say that
more
is
of a
worth it.
hassle?
I would say that is worth it. And
Okay.
here's the other thing. 2 checkpoints from Cap is an incredibly fast revisit, and that will also help out with being able to just, you know, get those 100 total regional coins. Because if
Yeah.
you're unaware, there's like 30 pretty easy regionals to collect in Cap Kingdom. 31, actually, but let's face it, Cappy's gonna miss one.
Makes sense.
Of course. Yeah, so row 3 is looking pretty good, actually. In terms of other avenues on this card that they could take, avoiding the 8-bits, C5, 150 is a lot, to be honest. There is some potential merit for it, seeing as they don't have to do basically anything in sand besides herding sheep, but 150 is a lot. Like, I'm thinking about it, and realistically, that might just be too much. I think for me, I'd be able to pull it off, but for these players, I feel like it would be way too much. 20 unique captures, definitely want to avoid anything involving that, as mentioned in the past. Same with 18. 20 and 18, too much.
Yeah.
That really doesn't leave too much besides row 3 and C5.
I think out of those two options, I would probably go for row 3.
Yeah, I think
I'm not good at herding sheep, and 150 regional coins, that's just too much, you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
again, I was saying that is a lot for
yeah.
beginners, especially if you're just visiting Cascade Sand, but I feel like for me that would be the route to go for.
Yeah, agreed.
You avoid doing the slower 8-bits, and the thing is the 8-bit route still needs to collect 100 regionals, so at least there's some synergy involved with the regional collection. 2 of my goals have regionals in them, which is good. So there's at least some merit to do that line over row 3, but I can totally understand if these players decide to pick row 3 over C5. Yes, diagonal is allowed in bingo. However, I don't see either diagonal here being a potential play here. Because both of the diagonals on this card are going to force a lake and cap. Which is not great. And you still need to do this 4 moons from 8 bits, so it's definitely concerning. Triscuit definitely has a good lead here, already being done with Madame Brood. MarioMan opting to take the normal way up to Madame Brood, not doing Dino. Not doing...
Yeah, no Dino skip is...
obviously. So, yeah. Just opting to just take the normal path through Cascade. He does get that checkpoint, though, which, I mean, I suppose could be nice. So, Triscuit is immediately collecting regionals. Actually, he already had 15 to begin with, so... I want to say Triscuit's going for C5. Of course, it might be too early to tell. We'll see if he gets any... If he gets any 8-bit moons, he could also be doing row 3.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, yeah.
But based off of the fact that he's getting these regionals up here, I wouldn't put it past my judgment that he is doing C5. Which, again, 150 is a lot, but it's basically all you have to do. So, I can almost see it being the play. And for me, it would definitely be the play. But it's definitely a little bit riskier if you're not as comfortable with your regional knowledge. But it looks like Triscuit knows what he's doing, so let's see it. Opting to warp back to a previous checkpoint to get these ones over here. Bit of an interesting routing decision, but I mean, hey, whatever works. It looks like Triscuit's collecting every single regional besides the 4 in the 8-bit section. So, smart, very smart. Gonna leave Cascade with 46 regionals. It's gonna put him in a pretty good position here. So that way, he'll be able to get, like, I don't know, say 50-something sand and, maybe 40 cap or something. I obviously don't know exact numbers here, but considering he's leaving Cascade already, I'm pretty sure that confirms C5.
Would the sheet be already open?
Yes.
When he gets there? Okay.
Yes. No story progression is required to do sheep.
Ah, okay.
It is a bit of a slow moon, but if that's the only moon you have to collect and you can just focus on regionals, I'd say it's the play for sure. MarioMan not super comfortable with the Rocky Rumble trick jump, opting not to do it at all, so gonna lose a little bit of time for that, but hey, safety first. Yeah, 40 cap, 31 outside, plus the 9 in top hat. Yeah, that's fair. Then you just get, what, like 64 sand? Probably going to be entering a lot of sub-areas, not collecting moons, but just collecting purples. Going to be a little bit awkward, but hey, I think it's still the play for sure. Because the thing about sand regionals is a lot of them are just tucked away in sub-areas. Like, you have the 20 in the town, and then there's the 4 on the Jaxie mounds, and then there's like 4 in the 8-bit section, 3 by Tram, and then the 3 on top of the Sphinx. you know, like in that little wall jumping section. But like besides that, the rest of the regionals in this kingdom are just in sub-areas or related to the story. So, Triscuit is definitely going to have to make his way into a lot of sub-areas for pretty much no reason, besides the purples. Which I think in this particular case is more than okay. See if he decides to go to Ice Cave. Ice Cave will give him 4 regionals. Oh, there's also these 3 tucked away in this 8-bit section. So, definitely more than enough reason to grab those as well. Bit of an interesting regional route so far. Personally, I would have went straight up from Dram, and then into that 8-bit pipe, and then behind Sphinx, and then into the 8-bit section. Gonna warp out back to this checkpoint. And I guess go towards Jaxi Ruins now? Probably gonna purchase Jaxi. So that way he can enter the Jaxi sub-area. There are 8 purple coins in that sub-area alone. So, 8% of all purple coins are located in that one sub-area in Sand Kingdom. Fun fact. Anyways. Yep, collecting the purples on the mounds. Mario Man also collecting some purples, but again, his purples are not going to matter significantly as much as Triscuit's, only needing 100 compared to 150. However, there is no regional synergy in Mario Man's route versus Triscuit's, which has 55 built in, and I think that is going to make a significant difference. Sheep does disappear in Night Sand, however, you have no reason to fight Harriet at all, so I don't think we would ever run into that issue.
Okay, I am officially back now. Whew.
Okay, welcome back.
Alright. I was listening.
So, we are going to see Ice Cave Treasure from Triscuit, that makes sense. There are 4 regionals in here, so... Again, it's basically going into each of the sub-areas and just collecting the purples and leaving.
Yeah, so Triscuit is definitely doing column 5.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it definitely seems like Mario Man's doing row 3.
Okay.
Which, again, I think is the safer play, but I think C5 is going to reward more, you know, on-the-fly regional knowledge versus playing it safer.
Yeah.
So, if you have the ability to do that, definitely C5 is going to be the better play. Triscuit literally ramming his Jaxi straight into that sheep.
Yeah.
Straight into it. Absolutely no filter.
Well, I mean, you know, if it works, it works.
Hey, sometimes you need to play rough with these sheep. It can be a very aggravating moon sometimes.
I know you could do that per se.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Okay.
oh no. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're good. Just, you know, lure it back into the pen. It's all good. No tragedies here.
Alright, Mario Man going to the moon shards, I believe.
He might just be here just for these purples.
Ooh, we missed them.
He missed the purples. Okay.
Sure did.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, you're right. He would be going for moon shards because I don't believe he knows how to do IP clip.
Yeah.
So, actually does need moon shards. So, something to note is, you're way better off just taking the bullet bill from below and just boosting across the canyon to get over here versus what Mario Man did, which is the intended way made by the developers. But as we all know, intended ways made by developers is usually not the fastest way to go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say it's the safest way to go in this case, because you could definitely fall down.
I didn't even know that was the intended way. I thought riding the things were the intended way.
Actually, you know what? You're right. Riding the platform is the intended way. But
yeah,
that is extra slow. That's extra slow. No, but yeah, you are right. Riding the platform would be the intended way. My apologies.
No, you're fine. Hey, look, I applaud y'all that can do that. I will take my slow self and I will ride my platform. I'm not that good at Cappy jumping, so.
Everything is intended. Yes. Uh-huh. Yep, because collecting moon shards in the sand 5 hours into an all-moon speedrun just to watch Cappy look at a blank pyramid rising is totally intended. Yeah, honestly, that is still the funniest cutscene in this game to date.
Looks like Triscuit is going back to Cap.
Alright. Definitely shaping up to be a pretty fast board.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like all Triscuit needs is just 39 cap. Because he left Sand with 111. Which, again, follows the format of 31 outside, 9 tower, but Cappy will miss one, so good on Triscuit. Just making his way through here. Probably gonna collect his second hat right now. Or, I guess, purchase both of them at the same time. But, you know.
Yeah.
He's going to purchase his hats, whether it's 1 or 2. There it is. So, this is definitely Triscuit's game to win. Mario Man just still has too much to do. Even if he didn't have to revisit Cap for the checkpoint.
Yeah, that's really surprising. Yeah, I was actually thinking row 3 would be better, but
It just goes to show that freestyle regional knowledge is very important.
yeah. Agreed.
Oh, taking a death in the Moai area. Unfortunate. Yeah, at this point, all Triscuit needs to do is just get 8 more regional coins. What is this? What are you... Okay, look, there was no way Triscuit actually expected that to work, right? Right?
Wow.
Right, there was no way Triscuit actually expected that to work, right? Okay, there we go. That's interesting. I would have never expected that strat. He's actually going into Frog Pond, which... I don't know, maybe he didn't grab the checkpoint first visit to get up to the top, which would definitely suck, but I still don't know why he's doing this.
He's getting some purples in here. There's 4.
Well, yeah, but there was 9 in the tower.
Yeah.
Like, there's 9 in Top Hat Tower. So there's no reason to be doing what he's doing. But either way, he's going to finish up right now, and that is a clean low 18 from Triscuit. Very well done.
Yeah, GG.
Triscuit claiming the W for Game 3, which means Triscuit is progressing to Winners Round 2.
Yep. Yeah, purple coin knowledge is really important.
Now I'll send both of them the links so that way they can join for post-game interviews.
Yep.
Oh, Triscuit's actually already here, so let's pull him in. Why can't I pull him? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know why I can't hold.
Yeah, I normally just tell them to join in.
Oh, he's here. Cool.
There we go.
Hello, Triscuit. How are you?
Good.
Alright, that's cool. So, you know, what do you think of those games?
The first one could have been better, in my opinion.
For sure, for sure. Definitely taking an L game 1 isn't always an ideal scenario, but coming back games 2 and 3, pretty strong.
Yeah. And that last one was really the only one that I would consider a good board as well.
I don't know if I fully agree with that. I think game 2's board was also pretty decent. Game 1 was definitely rough, though.
Yeah, game 1 I was not a fan of.
Understandable. So...
Yeah, I did not think Pyramid was the play on that one.
In
That
what?
first-
Game 2?
Game 1.
Game 1. I'm trying to remember what game. It's been a while. All I remember from game 1 is it had the 14 Cascade Center.
Yeah, that's what I went with, which was my downfall.
Right, right.
How did you feel about Mad Mario changing his run in the middle of the?
Mad Mario? Wait, hold
I mean,
on.
I'm sorry.
I
not
don't,
Mad Mario.
I don't think that's right.
Mario Man changing his in the middle of game 2 there.
That, when I noticed that, I knew that was mine for the win.
Yeah. See, I don't think you can really route change in short single because it's too short. You just
Yeah.
lose too much time doing it.
And then, yeah, game 3, I knew I had to play the risky game of going 150, otherwise I had no chance, I felt like.
Oh, absolutely, and I think it definitely paid off for you.
Absolutely.
You know, no, yeah, for sure. Like you definitely showed off that you had more than reasonable regional knowledge. That's a tongue twister to pull off that route. Getting 46 Cascade was definitely ideal. Collecting all the ones in the sub area, good on you. Which then allowed you to collect all the regional coins and sand within the sub areas in the town and the 8-bit section. So that was good. And then you could just finish off in cap with 39. The only thing that I feel was a slight mistake in your routing was you should have just went straight to tower immediately instead of going to the frog pond.
Yeah, I do realize that now. I don't know why I didn't.
Also, that triple jump thing off of the hat, I kind of forgot that you could do that, and when you were trying to do it on the right side, I was like, there's no way he expects that to work, right?
Yeah, the first time it didn't work, obviously.
Well, yeah, because you were doing it on the right side. But I kind of forgot that strat was the thing. I haven't seen that in so long. It's not really that ideal, to be honest.
Yeah, GG to Mario Man. He just finished, by the way.
Excellent.
I would not consider my regional routing there to be good, but just going for that route was enough, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And I saw that one right away. I'm like, wow, that's a really good route.
I'm glad you did. I had to look at that board a couple of times. I think for my speed, I probably would have actually gone for a row 3 myself. And that's just because I was unaware of the sheet. I actually thought you needed 5. I didn't know you needed 3. GG on picking column 5 there.
Yeah, and sheep went surprisingly well as well.
Oh yeah, you used Jaxie to get one of the sheeps in there. I thought that was pretty cool.
Just ram right into Jaxie.
Yeah, I did not. That should not have worked as
Ram the
well as
sheep
it did.
right into the sheep.
Yeah.
Ram the Jaxie right into the sheep. Dude,
Run the,
yeah,
run the sheep into
commentating
the
3
sheep.
games in a row is not ideal.
Apparently.
No. Alright, well, I just sent Mario Man the invite to join the call.
Awesome.
So, just a matter of time for that.
Let's see.
Where
You're
you
moving up to.
Hello.
GG.
Hello. Yeah, so GG to both of you guys, very well played.
So,
Mario Man, what do you think of those games?
surprised I won one, but
Prize
glad I was able to.
one? Alright. That's fair,
Glad
I
I was able
suppose.
to at least in one. Game 2 was really close.
Yeah,
Game 3, I have no idea how you got 150 so fast.
Yeah, so about game 2, so row 5 was your initial line, right? And then you dropped over to C5 once you realized it was, the better play?
I think I was choosing between them and forgot I had already decided on C5 and did slots and marched it off, but
I see. Okay.
I needed 20 moons anyway.
Because it definitely looked like you were doing row 5 for sure, and then you just
Yeah.
started doing C5 instead. Now, at first I thought it was just, a route change, and, you were just like, okay, well, I guess that's better. Personally, I think in the future, in terms of, like, route changing for short single, at least, it just doesn't work out. There's just not enough game time to make up for a route change.
I think I just forgot what line I was going for.
Well, that's
Right.
also not that good.
Yeah.
No, yeah, for sure.
I don't remember exactly what
definitely
happened,
think
but
that happens.
I think I just did the slots moon, remembered I was going for the other line, and marched off anyway.
Maybe.
Just to confuse
Maybe.
people.
Who knows?
We'll just say it was for the mental game.
Yeah, for sure. Always with the mental
Yeah.
game. Throwing off the commentator, throwing off your opponent.
Alright. As far as game 3, I have no idea how 150 regionals happen so fast. But I guess that's the only thing you were doing.
Yeah, so that was the thing with C5. It was a risky play because 150 is so much for short, but since that was the only thing Triscuit was doing besides herding sheep, it was more than the reasonable play to go for.
And buying hats, don't forget that.
Yes, buying it. It's so time-consuming.
Especially when I'm already getting so many regionals.
Mm.
To be fair, I did buy one with yellow coins.
I mean, that was ideal to do. There was not really too much reason to visit 2 different shops.
Yeah. Especially sand, which is indoor, so you're losing time for the loading zone.
Yeah, San, you would have lost time for the loading zone, so there was no reason to do that. Alright, well, I don't really have too much to say. I feel like those games were relatively straightforward. Nothing too crazy happened in them.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
overall pretty solid gameplay from both runners, and yeah, GG's to both of you. And good luck in your future matches.
GG's.
GG, Mario Man.
GG's. Alright, well, off to our next matches, I suppose.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Next round will be triple, no matter what, whether you're in winners round 2 or losers round 1. Either way, it'll be normal triple, so good luck to both of you.
Alright.
Good luck and GG.
Alrighty, and with that, I've been Awesome Agron.
And I am Ty.
Alrighty, make sure you follow SpeedGaming, follow the runners, follow us if you want, And yeah, there will definitely be some more short single bingo action throughout the week.
Yeah, we have one at 8 p.m. and so I'll be back for that one.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
Bye.